Hello. Alright, let's see. Can I get my stream deck to work? I wonder why. I can't get it to work. It worked earlier. I think I have to like pause it or restart it. But anyway, alright, so that one doesn't work either. Boo. I wonder why it's not working. Alright, anyway, I need to finish setting up real quick. I will be back shortly. I am back. Oh, I need a fan. Hold on. Okay. So here's what I learned: is if the music is too loud, uh, sometimes when all right, how are we all doing? All right, we got some pre-show going. Give a couple people a chance to get logged in. Show starts at 8. Give you guys a couple minutes to jump in. So, whew, went to the dentist today. Again, routine cleaning. You'll hear about that on Monday for Nooners. Uh, I don't like that my buttons don't work. I think I need to restart my computer. Anyways. All right, so, and I was also told, okay, my microphone is as loud as it can go. So, uh, Lasagna, I need you to give me a heads up. Do you like my volume? Do you not like my volume? Do I need to talk louder? Or am I too loud? What does this knob do? Here, hold on. Hello, hello. See, that knob doesn't do anything. So I'm not getting a new microphone. That's all I know. I think we got to play with the combination of uh, the music and me, because went back and listened to a couple of old lives, and sometimes the slideshow music can be a little aggressive. Now it's fine. My mom is. Like, I got 2 minutes, dude. Like, I wish I could vent uh, about some things, man. Because ugh. I don't know. I'm not going to because it's not going to help anything. Like, there's a part of me that needs to, fucking, like, just rant. I just don't have, like, okay. I know at least two people that I could have, but I could have talked to, but like, where's all my peeps, man? I used to have people I could talk to and vent to, and I don't got anybody. Like, there's a couple people that would have listened, but I don't want to burden them because they don't have kids. Uh, but then, like, all man, it's just like little events like this that I just want to just go off on because I think it would make me feel better. But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna let it go. That's that's one of the things I recently worked on. Who was I talking to? I need to just let shit that bothers me, just let it go. None of it really matters. But it would be nice to just fucking go off for like 3 minutes. Give me like a 3 minute rant on just like stupid shit that bothers me. And then I can just get it out of my system and call it a day. But I don't. And it's not even that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Like, anyway, Mind Pockets. Boom, back on Saturdays. That's what we're back. Let's talk about the fun stuff. 33 seconds. Watching myself. Uh, yeah, man, Mind Pockets. We got 10 new Mind Pockets for you guys. We're back on a regular schedule. Uh, and we're going to have a blast. I think I remember what most of these Mind Pockets are today. Nothing groundbreaking, I don't think. Some fun news. But hang out. See you guys in about 37 seconds. Snoogans. Hello and welcome to Whimsy Live. It's Mind Pockets. Real quick, is it choppy on your guys' side? Because I got some numbers happening and they're just like wild. Let's put my back up here. So last week, computer just crashes, right? We had to go back to StreamYard. We made it work. Uh, Monday, you'll find out how I got it fixed. Dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, are you kidding me? It should have made a Mind Pockets, but I'm gonna leave it for Monday. But when I had to reset up uh, the live, there's I'll explain a little bit more in a little bit. But like, can I play with the settings while I'm streaming? Like, most people would probably say no, like don't do that. But I'm gonna play with it real quick. I'm gonna drop this down to like this and apply. Like I just see a bunch of numbers in red that I don't normally see. And see, I'm trying to watch it. Like, am I dropping or is it like shaky at all? Maybe I just won't move and then you guys won't know. You can't tell. Yeah. You see, is it fucking glitching? Okay, hold on. All right. It looks like it's getting better. All right. I fixed the number. The numbers are coming down. Maybe. Oh, dude, that's so junky looking. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I wish I wasn't watching it. Oh, that's so weird looking. Because why didn't they do it on Monday night? So we're gonna drop it one more time. I'm gonna drop, apply. My internet's been a little janky the last couple of days, and I don't know fully what is happening. But we're gonna get on with the show. That's the important thing. Mind Pockets. If you're new to Mind Pockets, all week I make some notes. I record a voice message of a thought that was in my head, and then I put them on this little presentation here for you guys, and then I'll play it, and then I'll elaborate what I was trying to think about at the time. So let's go and get started. Maybe, yes. This one is still fast. Okay. All right, lucky me. I got the electric bill in the mail and submitted it. Now I just have to wait, what is it, 5 to 10 days to see if I get my real ID. So hopefully it's coming. Last week, we realized I'm barely an adult. I'm trying to get my real ID so I can go to Chicago in October. Um, I think I'm, I think I'm going to Chicago, and I think I'm going solo. And I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't know. Uh, yeah, the little government star. We played with the okay couple coming up. The chat looks a little bit better. Hello, Grandma's here. The chat looks a little bit bigger. We're gonna deal with it for a minute. Um, I think Mind Pocket 3 will explain some of those changes. All right, cool. My drop rate is down. I'm no longer all right. We're back on track. Last mind pockets. I'm barely an adult. I was trying to submit to get my real ID, and like I didn't know what forms of ID or address they needed, so I had to wait for my electric bill to come in. Boom, picture, sent it on. So I think that was Monday or Tuesday. Monday, Monday it would have been. So we're waiting to see if I get any updates, so I can get my real ID, so I can start traveling across state lines. Okay, I finally think I found the camera that I want. Yeah. Lower than the first one I bought. When I look at it, I think this is the one I want. Mid range, not the super expensive one, but should get me what I need for fan fusion. Okay, so anybody? Okay, for weeks. Okay, if you've been following me for the last 60 weeks of these mind pockets, I am wildly indecisive when it comes to like purchasing something like a high ticket item. One, I'm still kind of frugal, but I'm looking forward. We got Fan Fusion coming up in 2 weeks. We got Chronicon coming up in October. Tucson coming up in November. And I was like, last week, Liam and I talked about possibly doing some games. So I want to be able to start recording a little bit more and start creating like some longer form content, like shoot something and put together like a 15 to 30 minute little presentation is what I'm hoping to try to do. And I was going to buy one camera like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and it was a Zoom camera because I like Zoom as a recorder. But then as soon as I bought it, I realized I didn't want it, so I had to wait until I got it. Then I had to send it back, and then for 2 weeks, man, I'm just looking. They all do basically the same thing, but it's the difference. So you got the DIJ Pocket 3, which is a high end one, right? That's the one that I will eventually get. That one's the one um, most of your vloggers will use. It's super user friendly. Uh, the images are really good. It has a gimbal on it, so it's fantastic. That's high end. And then you have like the Insta 360s, um, the Ordo M5, and I'm just looking for an extra camera, right? So I ended up going with the Ordo M3, right? It's not the M5. And what I started to try to realize is a couple of things. Here's where I start making my decisions on purchasing things. Chasing the Whimsy from the very beginning has been very like indie, very budget friendly, right? So part of me was like, I can't buy the $1,000 one because I can't talk. Like we have a panel coming up in 2 weeks, um, podcasting on a budget, right? Like I can't go and be like, oh, just get $1,000 fucking camera to start out. Like so the $1,000 is off brand. I can't do it. The one I picked is actually cheaper than the first one that I sent back. Um, it's very interesting. I have to play with some of the sound on it. Um, right, so you go, you got a little pocket camera, okay? So you flip it out, okay, and it's gonna shoot from here, and then hold on, let me turn it on. Okay, so so what I'll be doing is I'll be walking around, and then I'll be able to see people, right? So I'm watching it here. I'm shooting forward. I'm recording at the con, okay? One problem that you run into with this particular type of device, what I'm finding is uh, the speaker. Like I don't know how well walking a con with 100 people screaming and yelling, I'm going to get um, on the audio. So um, I'm working on it. I found a couple of possible solutions that I think were still very budget friendly. So we will figure that out. But I did get a new camera. I'm happy with it. I'm going to play with it a lot this weekend. Um, Courtney's going to come over in a couple days, hopefully. She's going to play with all the tech with me because I got another camera she's going to use. I'll use this one. I'll live stream. So we'll figure out. We're going to get so the idea, right, is why I need a new camera is so I can record a bunch of stuff at the con, right? I'll record like 3 hours worth of shit, okay, and then I take it and then I condense it all into a 25-minute day one of um, fan fusion. And the chat is all right. Hold on, so we got to shrink this down a little bit. There we go. We got it to word wrap. So it's word wrapping now, which is fantastic. So we got a good, nice size font. It's looking fantastic. Can you just sync an earbud to control your sound and know what and know you at least make it on to the stream? Which one? Like the new camera? I wish this new camera let me live stream. I was totally looking for one of those. Um, there's not a lot for the camera on the phone you just showed. Um, that one I have no ear. I could hook up a headset to it, but there's a shotgun mic that I'm going to try and get, so that way I can basically an extra microphone is what I want to try and do with it. I'm also playing around with. I have two wireless microphone clips. I'm trying to get to sync up with it. Um, what I'm finding is in my head, the piece of equipment that I want doesn't exist because I wanted to do all this stuff, and I'm thinking for $1,000 it should do everything. Uh, to be fair, the IDJ Pocket 3 does just about everything I need it to do. Um, but I'm going to keep it budget. I'm going to live stream with my phone because I also have microphones for that. And then, like Courtney will have a camera when she's shooting the panels. So what we'll do is uh, I'll take all of that footage, cut it up, and I'll put that out for you guys. Um, there'll probably be a live stream version of it, but I also want her to do maybe a couple of other. I don't know. We'll see. I don't. I don't fully understand yet. All I know is I have phone, two cameras. I don't know. Like I'm not a videographer. Okay. I in my mind's eye, I have a general idea of what I think certain shots are going to look like. I don't know what any of it's going to look like. I think right now, let me just shoot a bunch of stuff and let's see if I can make something out of it. It's kind of where I'm at right now. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be fun, but I worry about the sound because a lot of your bloggers, like on some of the reviews that I'm reading, they're more like outdoorsy. So they got the gimbal, so when they're climbing up rocks and stuff, it keeps it all even, Steven. Um, but there's not a lot of crowd because they're doing a lot. So go online, Google pocket camera comparisons, and then they'll give you the Ordo, the Insta, and the DIJ. and they're gonna they always compare those three. GoPro sometimes, so they're gonna compare all these cameras and everything. So they can uh, they set up like a couple of different categories, right? They're like night night vision, um, camera range. Like this camera has 120-degree viewing, but when you watch them, they're all walking, walking and talking. Um, like night, like how good does it look at night? Very little do they focus on the sound, and then they never focus on a crowded area sound. And I think that's where um, I think I'll have the most problems. But I think I'm smart enough with all of the stuff I've been reading to fix some of those problems in a very budget friendly way. We will find out. Fan Fusion, obviously, I want it to go very well. So I think if I get three cameras going, I will somewhere I should have enough to put something together. I'm working on time lapse. Like I'm gonna do stuff with time lapses. I don't even know what the hell that is. Um, it's gonna be fun. This camera is gonna help out a lot doing that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, new idea for like a random live stream. It's gonna be about doom scrolling. I just recently heard that used a lot more, so I'm just gonna record myself doom scrolling. Like I don't know, we'll see what we'll see what it looks like. Neapolitan, chocolate, vanilla.
All right. So I talked to Lasagna Hammer last week, and there was this idea, right? Weirdly, like we've been doing it for years, like 2 or 3 years, definitely since COVID. It's when you just swipe through your TikToks or your YouTube shorts, and you just doom scroll through just all these shorts. Lasagna Hammer was like, I'm like, we've all done it, right? We all at some point have just lost 25 minutes to an hour just scrolling through stuff. I mean, that's all Liam does on the entire drive home and back out, just scrolling. So part of the idea was like, what if I live streamed me doom scrolling, right? And then the irony of all of that is I'm asking people to watch me doom scroll when they're already doom scrolling. But it's not any different than people who watch video games, makeup tutorials, um, any other vlog. Like if I'm climbing a mountain, like people will watch other people do the weirdest things, right? So I'm like, why wouldn't people like? What's the most relatable thing I can do today? Is doom scroll because everybody does it. Um, I'm working on a couple of different ideas for like, can we 7 degrees from one topic to another topic? Um, do I how much commentary do I give? So Monday night was it? Unrelated note. Great blue hat. Yeah. Um, Someone made a comment about the red, and I didn't quite like it. I don't think it wasn't meant bad, but it rubbed me wrong. So I just bought new one. Boom. I like it. I wish this was embroidered, but it's still good. You guys can still tell it's a gnome on there. I have two technically. Uh, so I wanted to make sure. Yeah. I do like this hat better than the red one because the red one, when they shipped it, had a fold right here, and it kept like snagging my hair in it. But anyway, doom scrolling for an hour and a half on Monday night. I recorded me doom scrolling. Interesting things. I want to do something. I want to do something, but I don't know if it's going to mess up this stream. Okay. this is the doom scroll view now. Okay. So in the middle, in that big black space, would be my TikTok screen or my YouTube Shorts screen. And what I would do is I would just fucking scroll through different videos. We started with some cat videos, and we ended up doing all kinds of. We ended up in some weird places. Um, but again, I think it still has legs. One, I am wildly lonely, like all the time. So if I'm going to be up until 3 a.m., I might as well just be on the internet, fucking doom scrolling with you guys, right? Um, Monday we played with this background live. Like if you could technically find it. Um, the placement of this entire page was slightly different, shifted. But while I was on live, I was actually fixing all of this page live, which was interesting. I thought it was fun. There was I didn't tell anybody. It was real spontaneous. Kelly, Lasagna Hammer were on. Kind of gave some feedback, but overall, I'm kind of liking it. So I'm gonna doom scroll again probably sometime this week. Um, Again, we're playing with the format a little bit. Is one, I'm surprised more people aren't like they do reaction videos, and I think that's kind of where I got stuck on the commentary. Is like people will watch certain videos and then comment on them, like those try not to laugh reaction videos. I want to try to get away from those. Um, we'll see. Uh, we're gonna play with it for a little bit, but there's nothing. I'll keep you guys updated on the quality of Doom Scroll uh, if it gets any better. But it's something worth trying. Like cause I will sit here and doom scroll, so why not record it? I guess, um, which is so weird because it's like, why record everything that I don't know? I don't know. I just need a friend. That's what it's coming down to. Like this whole show is gonna be like you guys better hope I don't find a friend because then all these shows are gone. I'm gonna be hanging out, playing fucking Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna go out and hang out. Like small like so. Okay, ready? I'm gonna go back to my pockets and let's see if everything stayed the same. Yeah, so good, man. I vaguely know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, Forrest, a friend, honey. Um, yeah, but the problem is like I need that like 2 a.m. friend. Most people, normal people, are in bed by 11 midnight, and I'm just looking for like I got a jacked up school schedule. I'm all in my head. Like I'm doing all kinds of weird stuff on Sunday and Mondays. Yeah, let's force some friends on me. Let's fucking do it. But yeah, that's what we did on Monday night. Um, I had to test the live stream because I had to delete everything, uninstall the silly thing, and then I had to like you guys have seen this screen before. Like this is only down to three now because I had like a handful of these, and I simplified all of the different sources. So it looks better. Uh, it's not so cluttery. Kept everything semi-organized, but it was interesting to see me built because I even built this part. I think you'd have to go back. I'm pretty sure I almost built Doom Scroll from scratch, in which you guys got to see like me build the entire thing, which was super cool. All right, moving on.
Vanilla, strawberry.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go back real quick.
Neapolitan, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. If you had a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich, what side do you eat first? The chocolate side or the strawberry side?
I think there's only one right answer. Like let's be real here. There is only one answer that's right. I bought an ice cream sandwich because when I get okay, when I get in the mood, so I'm like, I need a bunch of ice cream sandwiches so I can just sit here and just eat a bunch of ice cream sandwiches by myself. So I bought some Neapolitan ones. Okay. And I opened it up and it's ice cream sandwich. It's chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Right? So I have to eat from one of these sides. What side do you guys eat first? Do you eat the chocolate side into the vanilla into the strawberry? Or do you eat the strawberry first into the vanilla into the chocolate? I will give you guys, I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 15 seconds. Go ahead. Talk some amongst yourselves. Throw it in the chat. I think there's only one right answer of the two. Which flavor do we start with and end with? Discuss. Grandma likes to start with the strawberry. I guess the question was really jacked up. Which one do you start with? I think Grandma's saying you start with strawberry. Anybody else? Lasagna hammer? Which one do you start eating? Do you eat from the chocolate side first? Or do you eat from the strawberry side? Don't give me one of those lame ass answers where you're like, oh, I'm going to ice cream. Then chocolate ending with vanilla. Here's the right answer, and I think you have to start chocolate. I think in an ice cream sandwich, I think you start with chocolate because you're familiar with chocolate. We like chocolate, and then you get the nice palate cleanse of the vanilla. And because strawberry is not a very common flavor, I know they have it, but really, if we were to Google top ice cream flavors, right? I go strawberry first. He's an idiot. Go strawberry first because I'm not big fan of it. Vanilla to the chocolate. No, no, you gotta go chocolate because we're familiar with chocolate. You do the vanilla. You're like, all right, I like you, and then oh, fucking strawberry. We didn't see a lot of strawberry. Again, if you were gonna Google it, you got cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, Rocky Road, even before you get to Neapolitan. Neapolitan, who buys Neapolitan outside of a birthday party? Let's have that question. Who, because they were in a mood. Here's where I start using the green screen, right? When you put up a walk on a like a frozen section, like the frozen aisle. I'm gonna pretend like I'm walking. When at random, as a spontaneous buy, do you ever buy Neapolitan by itself? Not on a birthday. You don't. And if you say you do, you're a liar. Cookie dough, cookies and cream, vanilla bean, maybe mint chocolate chip. You you never go strawberry. You never go Neapolitan. You're a liar. You're a liar. Take a picture right now. No, 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 no. She grew up all weird. So, um, but my opinion, you start chocolate and you work your way to strawberry.
I fucking love the studio. on Apple. They just did an episode where they had totally Weekend at Bernie's, uh, like the whole situation, which is funny because I just talked about that semi recently. Like it's not a dead okay, it's not a dead reference to a Gen X, but it would be maybe for a Z or a Gen Alpha. So I was just excited to see a Weekend at Bernie's plotline.
All right, Hammer. Uh, that's a specialty drink. That's a specialty shake. When you're grocery shopping, you're in the mood for some ice cream. Hell, I go sherbet before I go sherbet, vanilla bean, then cookies and cream. I do have a thing for caramel. There's this caramel one that they have every once in a while. I will destroy some caramel. Everything all at once. That's what I'm gonna do next time. I'm just gonna go buy. Like it's weird. Like I get really like I'm pinching pennies so hard right now. Um, but ice cream's gotten expensive. So all right, my pocket number five. A couple of weeks ago, they threw out the idea that we need a whimsy Library of Congress. We need to document like what are some whimsy movies, right? I mentioned that Weekend at Bernie's is almost a dead reference. Like will Liam ever in his lifetime ever make a Weekend at Bernie's reference with his friends? I almost don't think so. I don't even know. Let me put money right now that says he probably doesn't know what it is. I know JJ will never watch the movie. He will never know what the reference is. Now, I was watching the studio. That's the Seth Rogen show on Apple. Um, such a good show. Really good. Like it's already getting Oscar buzz, and it's already looking to go Seth Rogen for best comedy actor. Judgy. I've never made a reference to it, and I've never seen it. Like it's like the movie came out. It did fairly well, I think. But then, like a couple of years after, like this like pulp culture early, yeah. Um, like it has its impact in pulp culture, and I worry about my pulp culture that gets lost. So I'm like, it was just refreshing that I talked about it and that Seth Rogen. I think Seth Rogen listens to the podcast, um, and he heard me talking about it, and he's like, "We should probably do something for Ben. Let's episode nine this thing of episode 10 of this new series. Let's just throw in a Weekend at Bernie's uh, for Ben." Um, because I say a lot of things, and a lot of things end up happening. Uh, it's a pretty lame movie. It really doesn't say much other than people are tools. Yes, people are tools. But the movie was fun. The movie is like classic 80s, like late, what year was it? It had to be like 89, 91. It's, and somehow they got two movies out of it. Like, that's crazy. Who knows? Um, yeah, I think I get defensive when my pop culture references start to like. Um, Anybody ever read American Gods? Right? It's the idea that gods existed, and when people stopped, like believing in them, they kind of just like whittle away, and they turn into like normal people, and they have normal jobs. My pulp, my pulp culture references are the same way. Like I need to know that there's a Weekend at Bernie's, like living a life, and not um, like Does anybody know what like the like wonder like Liam will never know no wire hangers. Won't know that reference. Um, there's a handful of them, but I do like Weekend at Bernie's. I just think it's just a fun concept because every time like I think what I like most about it, Weekend at Bernie's, guy dies, and then two guys have to kind of like marionette him around, right? I think what I appreciate the most about that particular pop culture reference is like you see it, so you can watch a TV show and you can see someone who's died, and you can see that two guys are going to try and marionette him around, right? You know that that is a fucking like that's the reference, right? The Weekend at Bernie's, but like 90%, if not 100%, of every TV show or movie that implements the Weekend at Bernie's, they they verbally acknowledge it. How I Met Your Mother, hard reference. Rick and Morty did it two seasons ago, but they. It's not just you know what the beats are. They flat out name it by show. I think that's what I appreciate the most about it. Now that I think about it, it is kind of funny. Yeah, they always just reference it as a Weekend at Bernie's. Like it got verbed. Is that I don't know my my the words, but I think it's a verb. Somehow Weekend at Bernie's got verbed. All right, small commercial. See you guys in a second.
Go check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
We have one more month of Whimsy with a Z before we take a small break. These last episodes for May were fantastic. Pinky came back. Alice, we talked to her. She had prom right before graduation. I talked to her a little bit uh, after Wednesday. Like she graduated. She's officially graduated. Dean had some real fun insights. Um, June, we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna do kind of like an exit interview with all five. Whoever wants to. One person might be a little on the fence. We're gonna do exit interview. I absolutely like really enjoyed the Whimsy with the Z. I know Lasagna Hammer is going back and hitting some of the backlog on those. Interesting talking to kids, and super excited to see um, Alice graduate, see what she's doing next. Pinky got a job, she made a move. Dean's going back to like here's the like it's wild. You go back and listen to I'm going back and listening to first episodes of them all. The growth in a year, like literally a year almost to the date for these kids. The growth is like weirdly like it's interesting. A bunch of stranger kids that you've never met, but you follow along. Spoilers: Dean he wants to go back to in person school. Where he episode one he was just like fuck it, I'm going to do online forever. Danielle still likes the idea, but she's reaching out, talking to more people, right? Mark roller coaster, but I got him thinking about a couple of things. Got him talking. Pinky, sh- she did the unplugged episode. She's super like comfortable, like just super awesome to give us some of those stories. She's working. Um, I think her episode is her episode will be the 30th. Her episode will be the 30th. I'm not going to spoil anything. Pinky is back. She was gone for 2 months. There was a breakup, and we knew that she was moving. And I just spoiled that she has the job. So we get to find out more what's going on with her, how she's handling it. It's just I don't know, man. Those kids are super cool. For season one, I think it was about as good as like I think it's going to get better as we move on. I think we can all agree that as a podcaster and I do better than I was last year. Maybe I don't know. I hope most of you would be like a bit of an improvement. But I think I'm going to try to structure it a little bit differently next season. Um, we're going to keep most. I think we're keeping all 5 kids. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to season two. Um, I got to work it out so that way as you listen, you don't have to listen to season one to know who Dean is. Um, because to be fair, it's also one of those things where when we talked to Dean 2025 as a sophomore, he's a completely different person than he was when he was a freshman. Like it's really interesting to have it cataloged where everybody's at. Right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Whimsy with a Z, 100% glad I did it, but it's like creeping in, and it's finding a little special spot for me. Right there. You turn this down. Boom.
I'm not going to, but I should consider looking into like a website designer type person to help me with the like mind pockets, for example. Very basic, very primitive. Like there should be a better way for me to like make it. I don't even want to say nicer. And then also, I absolutely can't make merch or postcards. Like I am so basic. Like I think moving forward, like Nikki helps me out. So if I have any other projects, I think I just have to find somebody and pay them to be like, make me a design for these postcards for Fan Fusion.
Right. So here's the evolution of Ben and his creativity. Okay. Okay. So all of this. Okay. This has all been pretty much the same since I moved over to OBS, which is fine. I think there's something nice about a consistent overlay, right? We can appreciate the big picture, the big camera bend, and then the little box here. We can get that. That's all part of the brand of the episode of the show, right? My pockets, like okay. The only two genius things that I ever did with my pockets is that the colors change from one to the next, and it added a number. Like that's the extent of my creativity. Is like I need to indicate when one mind pocket ends and when the next one begins. Let's change the color. And then sometimes I'm like, all right, well, I want people to be able to tell me what their favorite mind pocket was. How are they going to know? Like, they can't tell me what color it is. Let's put a number on it. Like, like so basic, man. I don't know. I don't know if it needs to. To be fair, mind pockets it doesn't need. to be much more than this, right? But could I do like a glittery transition? Like remember when you used to play with PowerPoint, right? And then you would like right click and you would do transition and it would like shutter it out, right? Like okay, like, that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so at the very end of year two for Mind Pockets, the only other change Ben makes is that instead of changing colors and the number, I'm gonna make it animation like remember like it would like jump in and jump out. I might do that. Like to be fair, like that would be kind of fun. I don't know. We're just and then I got these. Okay, all right. So I had Kit. I'm like, hey Kit, make me a. Okay, Kelly makes a comic. Love it. Boom. Give it to Kit. Kit makes the 4 panel comic. Okay. And I'm like, cool. Let's use it as like a flyer or like. I end up going with postcards. Um, the cardstock is just a little bit thicker, and there's almost little to no difference between a flyer and a postcard. Like if I did a 4x6 flyer, depending on what kind of like janky fucking paper I used, they came out to 16 cents a piece, as opposed to the postcards that are 18 cents a piece. So I'm like, I'll just pay the extra $10, I guess. Um, I just don't know how to be. I don't know how to make something look fun and creative. I got a very like I ordered them. Hopefully, like oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if these things don't show up until like there was one like I had to pay for shipping. Like, are you kidding me? I hate the idea of paying for shipping. I had to pay for shipping to make sure that it's here before like I think it should be here by the third. But there was like I almost rolled the dice. They gave me a date range of uh, like of 6'3" to 6'9", right? Fan Fusion 6th and 7th, right? I almost rolled the dice and ordered a bunch of these postcards, but then I totally was like, "Fuck it, I'm paying for the shipping." Can you imagine what would have happened if I got a box of 1,000 postcards a day and a half after the con ended? Oh my god, I would absolutely lose my mind because they're Fan Fusion like specific. I cannot repurpose 1,000 postcards for fan fusion. I mean, I guess I could save them for next year, but like, oh my god, like, ooh, oh my god, oh, I almost lost my mind. So, thank you to Lasagna and to Nikki. I sent 2 samples of what I was trying to do with the postcard, and they gave some feedback. So I know everybody's busy, so getting feedback is almost impossible sometimes. Um, I did change it a little bit. I went with a slightly different back of the postcard. But again, like it's so primitive. They look so basic. And I like to think that I'm a creative person. I just can't like mind's eye a graphic or a font or a slightly tilted font. Like I don't have the spatial awareness of collage. I can't collage. My spatial awareness for collaging fucking sucks. Like if like man, make a collage, it would literally be one, two, three. One slide right turn. Bothers me so much. Oh my god. There come back Monday. I swear to God. Okay. If I had to make a collage, right? You're overlapping pictures. I can't do it. I would just fucking line them up. Oh my god, but Monday there's a slide that I tilted a couple of pictures. Oh my god, that's so funny. But I guess what I'm trying to say is the next time I have an idea uh, for tablecloths or like when we go to Chronicon, I should probably get some kind of handout, stickers, or I'll probably do postcards again. I should have something that I can hand out. But I think I absolutely 100% give somebody the $25 to say spend 10 minutes and just make me a design that I can just upload and order. Most of the work is done, like the main comic is done, but just like the layout of it, like I little stuff, the Patreon gift, like I don't mind bookmarks, right? But like I see bookmark, I legit like, and I don't mean to. It's gonna be some. Uh, it's literally gonna be a fucking straight rectangle with all straight sides, and maybe like a some kind of floofy thing on the like a tassel thing on the top, right? But somebody with some creativity, like maybe they're like, let's not make it out of paper, let's use plastic, or like let's have them 3D printed, or instead of fucking straight edges, let's like, or if someone was like, let's just make a pocket. Like I wouldn't have it in me to incorporate like, oh, like it sucks, dude. And I know that there's so many more creative people. I just can't get any of them to fucking do anything, man. Uh, right? Like a bookmark shaped by like a gnome. I would have came up with that. I would have had a stupid rectangle with a gnome on it. Like, yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, I think moving forward, because it stresses me out, and I think that's what bothers me. Is I lost a day and a half. I had to pay for shipping because I drug my feet on it for so long that I missed the one deal for the shipping. It paid off because I also bought two vinyl. The next promotion was percentage off of vinyl banners. So I got a couple of vinyl banners. But now I don't even know if I like my vinyl banners. Like super basic, and I don't like they work. I don't know. It's weird because I'm creative everywhere else. Like the shows, some of the topics, the layout of this thing. But even again, the layout on this, okay, no, I can't even take credit for this. Okay, you look at like gamer ones, right? These are gnomes. Instead of like legit, like I just have straight squares. Instead of straight squares, couldn't I not have like vines with leaves and a fucking tree somewhere? Like I could put a tree over, like I like. Oh man, like I'm self-aware that the extent of my creativity is squares and rectangles, dude. Ah, Ben, you're killing me.
Real ID update.
Uh,
Clearly, they did not like my uploads of my documents. I'm assuming because they didn't like the picture that I took for the electric bill. So I had to set an appointment, and now I have to go in to get it done, which is kind of lame. And I got to wait like 2 weeks. So, boo.
like almost instantly. So it took about a day. I took pictures of like I think here's some reality. Okay, if I took the electric bill and I used the information on it to log in online, and I was able to download a copy of it and submitted it, it might have passed. But no, it's fucking folded up in the middle. I got a big shadow over it. Like it's all zoom. Like they're like, this guy has to come in. He's not an adult. Like there's no way this guy's 45, like 42. Are you kidding me? So 6'9", 6'9", I have to go to the the MVD, sit in line with all my paperwork to get my real ID, which is fine because I got plenty of time. ChronicCon's not until October, but the idea that like had if I was creative enough and like, yeah, let's just scan that. Like I'm such a it's ironic. Like I'd like to think that I'm a decent problem solver, right? Like I'm working at shipping and receiving and stuff's falling apart, right? I got huge kudos. Uh like there was a big situation happened in 18. Me and Kelly, we fucking stepped up and we dominated that situation. But for whatever reason, when it's like, Ben, take pictures of something, or it's not even take pictures, Ben, send proof of like, and I go with the photo that looks like I just took it out of my pocket and then shut. Oh my god! You can usually download. I know. I should. I even downloaded the water bill. I have half of the stuff downloaded, but for whatever reason, I'm like, my god, I'm barely an adult.
All right. The heck with these fake promoters that keep trying to get me to like promote the show or like help me find guests. Don't know what I'm doing, but I just had two more people just reach out to me. One like motivational speaker and one lady who runs a nanny business. Um, Two people reached out and were asking to be on the show. Like, it's I'm curious on how they find me, but at the same time, like, why? Like, they're coming to me now. That's so cool.
Alan Martin, Alia, Ashley Paul, like they like someone reached out to me, Vita Baby. They reached out to me. But I keep getting all these promoters still from Fiverr and whatever. They're like, hey, let me just help you get some. I keep getting this text and it fucking bothers me. Uh, Jessica from podcastconnections.com or something, where she's like, sign up for this free webinar and we'll teach you how to book more guests. And I'm like, I don't want one. I don't want to go sit through some timeshare, and two, they're gonna fucking hit me. I know they're gonna hit me up for money, and I don't want to deal with it. But somehow, oh, there's another guy uh, out of New Jersey. He's a musician. But yeah, like it's weird. I get people emailing me and be like, "Hey, this person, like, I know they don't listen to the podcast. They might have listened to the first couple of minutes of of the recent show, but they like it and they reach out and they're like, yeah, this person has a new book coming out or some kind of tour or something. So I'm get like it's weird. I'm getting offers. Is that what they do? Yes. Like it's I gotta be very careful at Fan Fusion because there's on both presentations. There's a moment in which I just want to just like they're all scams. Like I worry about calling out the scammers and then like four people in the audience being like, well, I'm a social media manager because then I'm going to be like, what is it that you actually do? Is that a backfire or a gunshot? Hold on. I gotta check my ring camera real quick and see if someone just got shot outside my house. I don't think they did. Um, but now I'm all gun shy about the. It's not even the creativity part, but very like somewhere into year three, I quit doing a lot of the online promotions. Like I'm the Spotify numbers are actually going up really good. Like I can't identify why or what. Spotify numbers are actually looking good. YouTube numbers are about the same. Uh, So I'm not using any of the promotion stuff anymore. But I think moving into year three, I have to find I have to find help in like a virtual assistant type of way, I guess. 2 hour, I like, so yeah, year three, I think I've officially decided I have to hire somebody to do 2 hours worth of work. Update a couple of calendars, send a couple emails, do some follow up emails, and schedule some bookings. I think I know I could do all that stuff, but I'm not. But where I get lost is like my emails. Like I don't think like the idea that someone's like, "Hey Ben, I'll help you with the emails. Like, give me a sample of the emails that you've sent out to people." Like I won't do it. Like I'm wildly embarrassed by it because um, it's like weirdly like super over casual. Like yeah, like uh, yeah, I'll get self conscious about it. So I just need yeah, I need someone to 2 hours a week. That's all I need. Like I do need an admin assistant. Again, nothing crazy, very little work. Um, Mail something, send some emails. I'm not even asking them to do the fucking shorts anymore. To be honest, not even do the shorts. Just organizationally, I think I could use some improvement on it. Like I'm not doing bad. Like I still get all the whimsy kids out, but it's the idea of like I almost ordered 1,000 postcards that weren't going to arrive on time. Ugh. And then life happens, and then I'm training, so now I can't actually do anything. Like 'cause I'm supposed to be working, right? I am lucky enough that I have a job that there is some downtime that I'm able to play podcaster, behind the scenes stuff, admin stuff. But like, God forbid, those are fireworks. Those are fireworks. Like that's definitely not a gun. Um, this would be great for intern posting for someone young, hungry for cred. Right. Okay. So now the problem is it's the chicken and the egg. I need someone to set that up to find me an intern, but I can't get the intern until uh, uh, because there's an idea coming out of Fan Fusion that uh, one of the things I really want to do, okay, is Whimsy Studios. I want to start producing other shows, right, other than my own. Um, Coming out of Fan Fusion, I think a realistic six, between 3 and 6 people, I can start um, producing 6 different shows um, over the course of the month. So now what happens is with those 6 and the money I make off that, that's where I think I can get the funds for that assistant because that assistant needs to schedule those 6 other podcasts. They're gonna have to record some of those, and then like so there's gonna be some more work coming up that I think definitely if I can find an intern or someone who needs like the credit for it, like some experience. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. We got 2 weeks. You ain't quite big enough yet. Give them 60 days before you pay them anything. And when you get enough rolling, then you can start handling. Uh, yeah. At this point, I just need anybody that shows like any interest. The problem is like there's zero interest in helping out with the admin side of things, and like zero interest in. Uh, I just can't get somebody interested enough to start doing because it's going to get bigger. Like if I'm producing 6 more podcasts and I'm making X amount of dollars, I have X amount of dollars to give to somebody to do like. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, uh, somehow I have to get better than squares and rectangles. No, no joke. No joke. Here's what we're doing next week. Um, I'm not going to, but next week it's gonna be a big circle instead of a square. Like, how funny would that be?
All right, Fan Fusion is 2 weeks away. I'm putting some presentation stuff together, but there was a update last minute, but it is official now that Ming Chen is going to be in town for Fan Fusion. So it'd be kind of cool to be able to see him while there, get some footage of him and stuff while I'm walking around. So it's gonna be exciting. It's always fun to see Ming Chen.
A couple weeks ago, I mentioned that I had a conversation with Ming Chen. He says, "Are you going?" I said, "I'm going." He says, "Stay tuned." He got his official invite. I didn't see the email, but he's on the website, and he's gonna be there all 3 days. Fan Fusion is one of the cons that he has not been to, so he gets to check this off of his con list. He'll be on my turf, right? My city turf. I'll be in his arena. Anyway, whatever. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'll let him know that we have the 2 panels. Um, I'm not writing anything in any way that says he will be there during my panel, but I don't know. I think it's kind of nice the idea. Like, okay, I think there was a couple of mixed feelings back in the day, or like a while ago. If Ming Chen was to show up while doing the panel, do we acknowledge? I said absolutely yes. And I think it's one of those things where it's like I don't want him there presenting with me, but as we're doing the presentation, right? He come in, give me some cred, right? Like add some legitimacy to what we're doing. And I think that's what I'm like. One of two things are going to happen. Fan Fusion is either going to crash and burn, and I'm going to like it's going to be like, or like has like real potential to do like if it doesn't work out, like I'm not going to be super upset about it. Like in all honesty, like take my shot. Hey, I took my shot. So if it doesn't fucking pan out, I tried, like so I can stand behind that. But I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's like a lot of like opportunity and like some X Factor stuff. Like, what happens if I come out of this con and I got like and like 12 people want me to produce their show, right? So now I'm making like uh what 12 $50 a month. What is that? That's $600. Like like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. Ming Chen. Here's the important thing. Ming Chen is gonna be there, so we can get some like. That's why I want the cameras and the audio. God forbid I have a. You guys have never seen any of the Mark Bernardin footage from Chronicon last year because the microphone was broken or I didn't. I had it turned off. I have an entire conversation just staring at this guy, and the entire conversation was not recorded. Like it absolutely bothered. Oh my god. Number 9. Number 10.
All right. So outside of the gas station, every once in a while you see someone asking for money. Most of the time we don't give money, but today, guy was asking for gas, so I bought him some gas. But what was it about this guy today, this time, that I decided to buy him gas? Like he had his gas can and everything. So like, I don't know what was, because there's two guys. One guy I didn't help out. One guy I helped out. So like, what was it that triggered me to be like, let's do something today for this one guy?
Nah, I can't go with you if they're all scammers. Okay. Mm, do we think all scammers? Okay, so there's so today, gentleman who was uh, he was just hanging out. He just sat there on the corner. Go to need change. Like we've seen those guys. He doesn't get much. You got another guy who like he has his gas can, right? He looked in distress, right? Um, he didn't want money. He's just like, help me out, van. I need gas. He's like, I just want some gas, right? Um, I threw him $5, but then I was like, I got inside because I had to pee, and I was like, fuck it, boom, I gave him $10 in gas. So why did this time I decide to give that guy $10 in gas and $5? I don't know if I don't think it's because I'm a better man, um, or like just a better person, but like 100%, I get the scam idea. Like I 100% like agree and understand it. Like there was one that used to hang out by the Denny's that would all like every weekend they were down there with the same story. Like they obviously get nothing, but I also have my homeless guy Daniel, who overall nice guy, knew him for years. Liam took a picture of him 11 years ago. I have a picture of Daniel. I give Daniel money every time I see Daniel, give him some money or I buy him a burger or something. Um, like so, here's where like part of it is right. It's that whole pay it forward thing, right? Um, which is ironic because who was I was talking to somebody recently. Kevin Spacey was in a movie called Pay It Forward. It's one of those like really like hey, do something nice for somebody else so that they do something nice for somebody else. Like um, um, I don't know because I don't do it all the time. The argument of no, don't give them money because they're just gonna use it on alcohol. My $5 is not gonna change anybody's life. Like really, at the end of the day, if they spend it on alcohol, like who am I gonna like why do I care? I don't know. Um, I'm not opposed to helping out the homeless, um, but there are, and that's what I'm trying to figure out was what are the identifying. Today I went with my gut. Like for the most part, I trust my gut for a bunch of stuff, especially when on the fence. Um, Kelly and I used to have a rule that if it doesn't feel right, bail. So that's where I get that feeling every once in a while where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna help that guy out. I don't feel it. But I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. I think part of it too is like I just don't want to walk around with this idea of like just everybody's out to scam me. I like the idea that like if I was stranded somewhere and I needed help, would somebody help me? Or there's me like, oh no, this guy, ugh, scammer. Um, like it's obviously like the argument can be made all over the place. I'm just curious. Like, uh, okay, Mr. Hammer, if ever, when was the last time you gave, even if it was just when you were a kid, of like, oh, someone asked for some help and I helped them in that kind of setting, like possibly stranded and or homeless person was like, I need a little bit of assistance. Like, have you ever, like, where do we get so jaded that we're just like they're all fucking scamming me? Because I'm because if I can take advantage of and it was a total scam, I can totally get where that's your position. It's like burn me once, shame on me. Do it a second time, like that's my fault. He's getting his drink, so hold on, please, for an answer. We'll do. Um, um, like, man, like, it's so weird, dude. Like, not like here's quick side note from fucking earlier from the very beginning of the show. I hate last minute fucking changes, dude. Like the idea that like, hey, 6 hours from now, what was supposed to happen, I'm just gonna change and not tell you something that I should have told you fucking 4 days ago. Anyway, um, yeah, Liam a little while ago was like he had this idea of wanting to understand um, how some of these people are in these positions, right? He has this like this curiosity of like how does it get so bad that you are spending your nights sleeping behind a dumpster? Um, like as a podcaster and somebody who's a little bit more optimistic, the idea that I hope is like if we ever was to talk to him, it would be like it was a series of bad decisions that just kept cascading and I couldn't get my footing back and now I'm stuck here, right? And it's not like um and like what if it was like um like what is the percentage of like medical bill related bankruptcies, right? Like the guy's like, yeah, I was doing fine. I got in an accident, uh, and then because of everything else, I lost my job, and then everything else, and I don't have the bills, and like I just lost everything. And it's like now he's like using the money for alcohol, but it wasn't necessarily alcohol that got him there. Type thing. I don't know. I guess it's like it's a very big question. Um, we will continue to occasionally give where I can. Uh, it was $10. Like I can afford $10. Uh, in the off chance that if my $10 can help even this much, I'd like to think that I did it. Because like, okay, if I was a homeless person, like it's gonna suck. Like one, it's gonna suck because you're like, it's hot out here. I'm sleeping behind dumpsters. Um, I smell. I'm dirty. Nobody wants to talk to me. Um, I'm hungry. I'm just looking for like this much. And then the idea that someone's like, I'll help you out, like really would just make my day. So I guess it's like if my $10 can like just like I'm so alone right now. Like I have zero chances of making anybody's day right now. Like I think that's maybe that's where it is. Is like I don't hang out enough. I don't hang out with anybody enough. Tomorrow, boom, Sophie. I will make Sophie's day. Right. So don't ask me for anything on Sundays, guys. But like the rest of the week, like I haven't talked. Like I go like days without talking to a single person. And then I was like, hey, this person needs some help. Like if like I guess I could talk myself into being like, I'm at least contributing to this person's good day because I'm having a bad day. No, I think it's a combination of all of it. Like some days I'm like, hey, Some days I believe them. Some days I'm just like, I mean, you can go even go like even like far fetched, right? Like, uh, like in Dogma, right? God likes to come down and play skee ball on the in New Jersey, but he always goes as a homeless guy, right? Or isn't there like a famous play? Maybe Shakespeare, maybe I don't know. Isn't there a play in which King once a year plays homeless guys so you can see what it's like to mingle amongst the people on the streets? Like, am I like I can't be making that up. Who wrote that? Like, what story is that? They're gonna be like, Ben, you're crazy. No, I don't think I'm crazy. I really think that's a real story. I want to say it's a play. Someone look that up. I'm just dragging my feet a little bit. We're waiting for Hammer to come back. Uh, and again, it's not hundreds of dollars. I'm not paying for uh, new car, new clothes. I like to think that overall I live very comfortable. And either I'm gonna spend $10 on like fucking shipping for these postcards that I'm just gonna get late anyway. Uh like what if it's a karma thing? Like I mean we can get into the religious side of it and be like, hey man, uh karma, boom. Like I can use all uh the good the good karma back. Especially with fan fusion coming in. Give this guy $10 in gas. I go to fan fusion. Some guy's like, boom, I like your show. Let me give you 5 grand so you can fix your setup. And we'll just let you do whatever. Like, obviously, somebody would like, if I came back from fan fusion and someone was like, hey, some guy just gave me some money to help me kickstart a random idea, we wouldn't look at that guy as uh, like all crazy. We want to be like, Ben's just scamming this guy. He's just trying to do something nice, I guess. So how come I can't do something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I don't blame anybody who doesn't. Like, I don't judge anybody in any way on that. Like, a lot of people don't give money to random strangers. Some people, yeah. I mean, some people are like hardcore about it, and some are just like, nah. Just generally, I don't do it. Um, and there's nothing, yeah. I mean, if there's a absolutely not, they're all scammers. Like, I'd be curious on where that comes from. Are we just cynical, or are we just like we don't trust people? Because like 100%, like that's a 100% valid argument to be like to broad generalize that they're all scammers. No, but I don't because I don't want to get scammed. I think would be fine because like not every spam email I get, I got they're not all Nigerian princes. I got this one guy from Sweden who was a banker. The bank was closing, so I sent him a little bit of money and to help him get the funds out, and he's going to send me back the money I gave him, and he's going to give me a little extra, like a mil five. So he's like, "Hey, for 10,000, you help me out, and then he'll send me mil five." No, 100%. Uh, Totally get. But it's also one of those things. When's the last time you thought about it? Like the idea, and that's what the show is, man. That's what the mind pocket is. Get you thinking. You generally like no, I don't help them out. I think that the majority of them scam, right? But then it's at the same time, it's like, when's the last time you actually thought about why you think they scam? And if it's a reminder, like, oh, it happened back in '08, then totally fine. Um, That was your. It's not even like a thought exercise. It's just if quick to say no and a reason why. Take 2 seconds to see if you can actually identify. Like, does the reason why actually make sense? I guess, or is it kind of like, oh, that was maybe too quick of a no? All right. Uh, Now here's what's interesting, real quick. I did not intend for that mind pocket to do that, but I did recently talk to somebody uh, about the idea of having a semi-philosophical, like I uh, in my past, right? There was always Ian was one, um, uh, a handful of others, lasagna, um, Kelly Megan do it with me every once in a while. But the idea that you can have a random conversation, boyfriend Joe was real big with it, um, of just posing a random like uh, like a basic or just a innocent question, and then to break it down and have some kind of philosophical conversation around it. It's kind of interesting. Those conversations I like to have. I don't do them very often in a mind pocket, but sometimes once one creeps out on me, because I do wonder why I did it today. And I honestly, a lot of it just came to gut said he was legit in distress, and then I can at least be happy knowing that that's what I felt. And if he did hustle me, I don't know, but I'm not going to walk away thinking like I was totally like I did it with the idea that it scammed. Is and I think that's I don't know maybe that's that's progress I guess. Like for somebody who's as lonely and depressed as I am, like the idea that I can still think that I can do like I did something nice and that they actually appreciated it means something to me, I guess. Uh, we are at 9:30.
Hey there, Whimsy fans.
One
We
more
wanted
commercial, we'll
to
get out of
take a
here.
moment away from the fun to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
Oh, Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, my dad, Courtney, Kit, and Lasagna Hammer. Thank you guys for helping out on the financial assistance. You guys help us make cool merch. Rumor has it we have the crocheted, right? So we have it as a keychain, but I think we need to do cat toys. So um, you guys' help and support gives me enough uh, confidence to keep making weird shit. I think that's the important thing. Um, I wish you guys helped make some of those fucking postcards, but hey, baby step in it. Um, Hopefully this list doubles and triples in size after fan fusion. Um, I'll donate whatever you need for cat toys. Um, what we might be able to soon So like I have a couple extras. So like when I put orders in, put in for a slight modification or extras of something, and then what I think what I might try to do is just start selling the extras. Um, Nikki, okay, so this is a larger version of the keychains that we just gave out. Mine just happens to come out of the pocket. Like how fucking adorable is that shit? Okay, so the idea, Nikki says, put some plastic, crinkly plastic in here, and make it a sensory toy of some kind. Lasagna cat is losing their mind playing with this thing. So what you do also is you find a way to catnip in the pocket, and then watch the cats just get high and just play with it. Um, so yes, I think I'm gonna start trying to order a few extras of some stuff. Um, so that way, if you got one of the gifts and you wanted an extra, I can just sell you an extra one. I think so. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna start working on uh, building up the because I got 200 wooden tokens, man. I gotta sell those things. If I can sell all those tokens for like cost, oh man, I'd have all kinds of like would pay for fan fusion or oh my god, I paid for fan fusion this week. Woo. It's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting. Uh, with the Patreon, we also help out. We're donating back to the community. We're giving some back to a Title One school that uh, Nikki works at, and then we're gonna raise some money um, and give back to another charity for Christmas. So, um, kind of, it goes back to I bought the guy gas. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than whoever we're gonna donate to. I'm doing better than the guy who needs $10 in gas. So if I can do my little part to help out somewhere, that's what we're gonna do. And the Patreon, um, let you guys know this isn't just a cash grab for me. I'm gonna take some of it. We're also like so you guys can be part of this too. Um, that's everything. Is that's it. A little bit over. That's loud. Sorry. Boom. We're done. Grandma, good night. Thank you. Um, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know yet because um, we'll see. Liam's gonna be gone for a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna see if we meet up somewhere. See if Mom wants to do dinner. Hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out. I don't have to work tonight, so super cool. I got to play a little bit longer than normal. Uh, had fun. Keep an eye out for Doom Scroll. Make sure you hit that little bell so when I go live on Doom Scroll, come hang out for a minute. Give me some of your serious thoughts on why not you like the new format, and if there's anything I should be doing different. What you like, what you don't like. I think when we do it again on Monday, we're doing TikTok. So we're gonna clear my TikTok. We're gonna have someone suggest a topic, and we're just gonna scroll through for an hour. Other than that, that's all we got for you guys. Um, yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. A lot of TV. There's some fucking gems out there right now. I'm telling you right now. Uh, catch up on season 4 of Hacks. Best episode of TV I've seen in a while. You guys have a good night. Whimsy.